15 psychological turn-ons that melt a woman's mind. When a woman feels sexual attraction building, do you actually know what's happening inside her mind? Yes, looks matter at first. But behind real desire, there's a deeper psychological sequence most men never learn to read. Attraction isn't just her noticing your face, your body, or your confidence. It's her nervous system deciding whether being close to you feels exciting, safe, and emotionally charged at the same time. And there's one turn-on near the end that's so simple most men overlook it completely. We'll get to that at the end. 1. Calm hunger is more seductive than desperate energy. Have you ever noticed how quickly a man can ruin attraction by trying too hard to prove he's desirable? Most men think sexual interest has to be loud. They lean in too fast, compliment too heavily, push for a reaction, and accidentally make the moment feel like a performance review. But here's what most men don't realize. Female desire often responds more strongly to contained intensity than obvious need. When a man is clearly attracted but still grounded, her brain reads two signals at once. He wants me, and he isn't dependent on my response. That combination matters. In arousal psychology, safety and stimulation aren't opposites. The autonomic nervous system can move toward desire when sympathetic activation, that spark of excitement, is balanced by enough parasympathetic calm to keep the body relaxed. If you're frantic, you create pressure. If you're calm but sexually present, you create charge. This is why a slow look can hit harder than a dramatic line. It says, "I see you." It also says, "I can handle myself." That's the first psychological turn-on. Desire with self-control. 2. Specific attention makes her feel physically chosen. Ever wonder why one precise compliment can stay in a woman's head longer than 10 generic ones? Most men compliment the obvious things. They say she's beautiful, hot, gorgeous, stunning. Those words can feel good, but they're also easy. She's heard them before, and often from men who weren't really seeing her. The deeper turn-on begins when your attention becomes specific enough to feel personal. There's a difference between "you look good" and the way you paused before answering that was unbelievably attractive. One lands on the surface. The other tells her you're paying attention to her actual presence. Cognitive psychology calls this selective attention. The mind gives emotional weight to what feels noticed in detail. When your desire attaches to something specific, her mind can replay it. That kind of attention can become sexual because it feels intimate without being invasive. You're not grabbing at her. You're noticing her. You're making her feel like her gestures, her voice, her timing, and her little expressions are affecting you. For many women, that's where heat begins. 3. Emotional restraint creates curiosity. Does your instinct tell you to reveal everything you feel the second attraction appears? That's the mistake. Many men confuse openness with overexposure. They think if they pour out enough admiration, emotion, or sexual interest, she'll feel flattered into desire. But attraction often grows in the space between what's shown and what's still being discovered. This isn't about playing games. It's about not flooding the moment. The brain is wired to pay attention to incomplete patterns. Behavioral scientists often describe this as the curiosity gap. When something is partially revealed, the mind keeps reaching for the missing piece. A man who can show warmth, flirtation, and intention without explaining every feeling creates that gap naturally. You laugh with her, then pause. You compliment her, then move on. You hold eye contact long enough for her to feel it, then give her room to breathe. That rhythm lets her imagination participate. Sexual tension isn't created by saying everything. It's created by letting some of the meaning stay alive in the air. And if you're someone who wants to understand attraction at this deeper level, like and subscribe. It helps this channel reach men who care about becoming more emotionally intelligent, more grounded, and more attractive without becoming fake. 4. A woman melts when she feels emotionally unjudged. Have you ever seen a woman become more playful, more sensual, or more open after she realizes you're not judging her? Most men underestimate this completely. They think turn-ons are mainly about boldness, looks, money, status, or sexual skill. Those things can matter. But one of the strongest accelerators of desire is emotional permission. A woman can't fully relax into attraction if she feels watched like she's being evaluated. Shame shuts down expression. It tightens the body, narrows the voice, and makes flirtation feel risky. Research into sexual self-consciousness and arousal consistently shows that anxiety about being judged can interfere with desire. The amygdala, which scans for threat, doesn't separate social danger from physical danger as cleanly as people think. When you make a woman feel unjudged, you lower that internal guard. You let her be funny without correcting her, intense without calling her dramatic, sensual without making her feel cheap, quiet without making her perform. That's powerful. When a woman feels safe being fully seen, her desire stops protecting itself from you. It starts moving toward you. 5. Slow escalation turns anticipation into arousal. So why does moving slower often create more heat than rushing forward? Most men think escalation means getting to the sexual moment as fast as possible. They treat attraction like a door that must be pushed open before it closes. But desire doesn't work like a race. For many women, desire builds through anticipation, not speed. The brain chemical dopamine is strongly tied to wanting, pursuit, and reward prediction. It often spikes not at the reward itself, but in the moments leading up to it. That's why a look before a kiss can be more electric than the kiss. That's why a hand resting near hers, not grabbing, can create more tension than immediate contact. The almost moment lets her body lean forward emotionally before anything happens physically. Watch the rhythm. If she moves closer, stays engaged, holds eye contact, or keeps finding reasons to continue the exchange, she's participating in the escalation. If she pulls back, goes quiet, or becomes tense, the moment needs space. Slow doesn't mean passive. Slow means you're confident enough to let desire gather. 6. Competence is secretly erotic. Ever had a moment where a woman seems more attracted after watching you handle something calmly? Most men think competence is only about career status or money. That's too narrow. Competence is erotic because it shows a woman how you move through the world when something needs to be handled. It can be the way you speak to a waiter without arrogance, the way you solve a small problem without complaining, the way you drive, plan, cook, lead a conversation, fix an awkward moment, or stay steady when plans change. Social psychology connects competence with perceived mate value because it signals capability, stability, and agency. But the sexual effect is more immediate than that. Competence makes your masculinity feel embodied, not announced. This is why bragging about competence rarely works. The moment you have to advertise it, the spell weakens. What turns her on is seeing it happen before she's asked to admire it. A man who can handle reality gives her nervous system a message. With him, I can soften. And for a woman who spends much of her life managing, the ability to soften can feel intensely sexual. 7. Playful dominance works when it never threatens her freedom. Does the phrase dominance make you think of force, control, or trying to overpower a woman? That's exactly why so many men get it wrong. The version that turns women on isn't domination. It's playful leadership with consent, warmth, and enough emotional intelligence to know when to stop. Real seductive dominance isn't, do what I say, it's, relax, I've got this, while still leaving her completely free to say yes, no, slower, different, or not tonight. The difference is enormous. Sexual psychology often distinguishes between wanted power exchange and coercion. One is chosen. The other is pressure. Her body knows the difference. This can be as simple as choosing the table, guiding the pace of a kiss, teasing her gently, or saying, "Come here," when the chemistry is already obvious. The turn-on comes from the feeling that you can lead without needing to trap her. You create structure, not a cage. When leadership is paired with respect, it lets her enjoy surrender without losing agency. 8. Clean directness makes desire feel adult. Have you ever tried to be so careful that your attraction became invisible? Many men hide sexual interest behind endless friendliness. They're afraid of seeming creepy, so they become vague, overly polite, and emotionally sexless. But a woman can't feel desired by a man who's pretending not to want her. Directness is a turn-on when it's clean. Clean means honest, calm, and non-demanding. It doesn't beg for reassurance. It doesn't make her responsible for your confidence. It simply names the truth with composure. I'm attracted to you can be powerful when it comes from a man who isn't leaning on her to fix his anxiety. Communication research shows that clarity reduces cognitive load. People relax when they don't have to decode mixed signals forever. In dating, clean directness gives her a stable signal. He knows what he wants, and he can say it without making it my problem. That's sexy because it feels adult. You're not hiding behind jokes. You're letting attraction exist in the room with dignity. 9. Presence beats performance. Ever felt yourself planning your next line while she's still talking? That's where connection dies. Many men perform attraction instead of experiencing it. They think about how they're coming across, whether they seem confident, whether the date is going well, whether they should touch her hand, whether she likes them. Their attention turns inward, and she can feel it. Presence is different. Presence means your attention is actually with her. You notice her breathing shift, her smile change, her energy rise or fall. You respond to what's happening, not to a script in your head. Neuroscience points to the role of mirror neurons and embodied simulation in social connection. People often feel more connected when they sense that another person is attuned to their state. Sexually, presence is magnetic because it makes her feel met. You're not trying to win a role in her life, you're sharing the moment already in front of you. A woman can often tell when a man is performing confidence. It has a shine to it. Presence has weight. It makes the room feel quieter, closer, and more charged. 10. Controlled touch speaks louder than sexual talk. Does your touch feel like a question, a claim, or a test? That distinction matters. Many men think sexual chemistry comes from saying bold things, but the body often believes touch before it believes words. A controlled, respectful touch can communicate more desire than a paragraph of sexual talk. The key is pacing and feedback. Touch becomes seductive when it feels intentional instead of accidental, and responsive instead of selfish. That doesn't mean you should touch a woman without clear mutual interest. It means that when touch is welcomed, the way you touch matters. A light hand at the small of her back as you guide her through a doorway, a brief touch on her wrist during a shared laugh, a pause before a kiss. These signals can build heat because they give her time to feel the moment, respond to it, and choose whether she wants more. Watch what happens next. If she leans in, mirrors the touch, relaxes, or stays close, the connection is alive. If she stiffens, moves away, or stops engaging, you respect that instantly. The turn-on is touch that proves you're aware of her body, her comfort, and the moment between you. 11. Making her feel rare activates emotional desire. Have you ever made a woman feel attractive without making her feel interchangeable? That's a rare skill. A lot of men sexualize women in a way that feels copy-pasted. The compliments, the flirting, the desire, even the tone could belong to anyone. She may enjoy the attention, but it doesn't necessarily reach her. The deeper turn-on is making her feel rare, not worshipped, not put on a pedestal. Rare. This happens when your desire seems connected to her particular mind, energy, contradictions, humor, softness, sharpness, and physical presence. Attachment research shows that people bond more deeply when they feel uniquely recognized by someone whose attention matters to them. Sexual desire often intensifies when emotional uniqueness enters the frame. Say less, but make it count. You have this calm confidence, but then you smile and it completely changes your face. That feels different from a generic line because it captures contrast. It tells her she isn't just a body you want. She's a specific woman affecting you in a specific way. When she feels rare in your eyes, she doesn't just feel desired, she feels chosen. 12. Emotional steadiness makes her body trust you. Ever notice how attraction can disappear the moment a man becomes reactive? He may be handsome, successful, charming, even sexually confident. But if his mood flips quickly, if he sulks when teased, if he becomes sharp when insecure, her body records that instability. Desire doesn't grow well around emotional volatility. Steadiness isn't dull. Steadiness is regulated intensity. It means you can feel jealousy without acting petty, feel attraction without becoming needy, feel disappointment without punishing her, and feel tension without losing your center. Psychologists describe this as emotional regulation, the ability to manage internal states without dumping them onto another person. In dating, this is profoundly attractive because it makes closeness feel safer. A woman is often tracking more than your words. She's tracking whether your ego can survive a delay, whether your confidence collapses when she disagrees, whether your desire turns resentful when she sets a boundary. These aren't small things. When you stay warm and grounded, her nervous system learns that your attraction isn't a trapdoor. 13. Tension plus respect is the real aphrodisiac. So why does respectful tension feel so much hotter than constant niceness? Most men are taught to choose between being agreeable and being aggressive. Both can kill attraction. Agreeable energy with no edge feels safe but flat. Aggressive energy with no respect feels unsafe. The turn-on lives between them. Tension is created by difference, challenge, teasing, mystery, and the sense that you're not simply adapting yourself to whatever she wants. Respect is what keeps that tension pleasurable instead of stressful. In social psychology, approach avoidance dynamics can intensify attention when the approach signal is positive, and the avoid signal is mild, playful, and non-threatening. That's why a little challenge can create spark. You can disagree with her playfully. You can tease her taste in music. You can hold your frame when she tests your confidence. You can say, "I like that you're trouble," with a smile that makes it clear she's safe with you. Respectful tension tells her you have a spine and a heart. Together, they create the feeling that being near you won't be boring, but it'll still be safe. 14. Sexual confidence is quiet ownership of desire. Have you ever met a man who made attraction feel obvious without saying much at all? That's sexual confidence. It isn't bragging about experience. It isn't talking constantly about what you can do in bed. It isn't trying to prove you're dominant, skilled, or irresistible. Real sexual confidence is quieter. It's the ownership of your desire without apology or urgency. You're comfortable wanting her. You're comfortable being affected by her. You're comfortable letting the silence after a flirtatious moment stretch for a second longer than usual. That comfort matters because sexual shame is contagious. If you seem embarrassed by your own desire, she has to carry the awkwardness for both of you. Sex therapists often talk about erotic self-confidence as a combination of body comfort, communication, and attunement. It isn't just technique, it's the ability to stay present in sexual energy without becoming performative or panicked. A woman feels this when you don't flinch away from tension. You can look at her like you mean it. You can say what you want with restraint. That makes the whole interaction feel more adult, more charged, and more real. 15. Want her deeply, but leave her free. What does it mean to make a woman feel wanted without making her feel cornered? This is the point from the beginning, and it matters because it separates seduction from pressure. A woman can feel your attraction and still relax only when she also feels her freedom. This is the paradox. Desire becomes hotter when it isn't needy. If she knows your interest won't punish her for slowing down, saying no, changing her mind, or needing space, then your wanting feels clean. Her prefrontal cortex doesn't have to manage danger. Her body can simply feel the charge. Tell her with your eyes, your pacing, your honesty, and your restraint. I want you, and you're free. That combination melts the mind because it gives her both heat and safety in the same moment.